68 of your English book. The unit is Unit 34 and the title of the story is S.M. Sultan. Okay, Unit 34, page 168 and the title of the story is S.M. Sultan. Do you know about S.M. Sultan? S.M. Sultan is a famous painter of Bangladesh and the whole story is about him. So, let's read the passage first and then we can know about S.M. Sultan. Okay? S.M. Sultan is a famous painter of our country. He was born in Morai in 1923. His family didn't have a lot of money. Sultan went to school for 5 years, but then he went to work with his father. The first passage, there is a short description about the family background of S.M. Sultan. Here there are two pictures for you also. The first picture is the photograph of S.M. Sultan and the second picture is a picture which is painted by S.M. Sultan. In the first passage, we get the short description about S.M. Sultan, when he was born, his family. Okay. Then, as a child, Sultan loved to draw. He drew pictures of buildings and other things. He wanted to study at Kolkata Art College, but his family didn't have the money. In 1938, he got the money and he went to Kolkata Art College. So, in the first passage, we come to know about the family of S.M. Sultan. He was not come from a rich family. His family didn't have a lot of money. Sultan wanted to study in Kolkata Art College, but his family did not have the money. You understand? His family did not have the money, so he could not go to study Kolkata Art College where he wanted. But later, in 1938, he got the money. In 1938, he got the money and he went to Kolkata Art College. He got the money to study Kolkata Art College in 1938 and then he went to the college to study. He stayed there for 3 years and then he left. At first, we see that he went to school only for 5 years. He went to school only for 5 years and in Kolkata Art College he only studied for 3 years. He traveled around Asia and Europe and painted rivers, trees and villages and its people. After he left Kolkata Art College, he traveled Asia and Europe and then he painted the pictures of rivers, trees, villages and its people. Then he came back to Bangladesh. He painted pictures of the farmers and fishermen of Bangladesh. So, if I ask you the question, what type of pictures does S.M. Sultan paint? What do you say? S.M. Sultan painted the pictures of rivers, trees, villages and its people when he traveled around Asia and Europe. And after he came back to Bangladesh, he painted the pictures of farmers and fishermen of about Sultan and his paintings. He exhibited his paintings along with the famous painter Pablo Picasso and Salvador Dali. Pablo Picasso and Salvador Dali are also the famous painters, and S.M. Sultan, the painter of our country, exhibited his paintings with those painters. Okay, Sultan loved children. He established Nandon Kanon and Shishu Sorgo for children. Sultan loved children. As he loved children, he established Nandon Kanon and Shishu Sorgo for them. Here they could get some education and learn paintings. These two institutions educate the children about painting and some other educations. Every year there is a Sultan Mela in Norai. Norai is the birthplace of S.M. Sultan, and every year there is a Sultan Mela in Norai. He died in 1994 at a hospital in Joshua. So S.M. Sultan died in 1994, and he was in a hospital in Joshua when he died. So the story is about S.M. Sultan, his life, his paintings, his works, everything. We get the total description about S.M. Sultan from this story. And now you have some words here. In activity B, there are true and false. In activity B, read again, write T for true or A for false. The first sentence is Sultan was from Norai. Sultan was from Norai. We get this information the very first of the passage. Sultan was born in Norai. So it's a true statement, and we can write T for this statement. The second sentence is Sultan's family were rich. Sultan's family were rich. In the first passage, there is a description of his family, and here it is said that his family didn't have a lot of money. His family didn't have a lot of money. So the rich people have a lot of money, but Sultan's family didn't have a lot of money. So it means his family was not rich, and it's a false sentence, and we can write A for this sentence. Now 3. Sultan went to school for 4 years. Sultan went to school for 4 years. We also get this sentence in the first passage, and here it is said that Sultan went to school for 5 years. So Sultan went to school for 5 years, not 4 years, and we can write A for this sentence as the sentence is false. Number 4. Sultan died in Joshua at a hospital. Sultan died in Joshua at a hospital, and it is true because we get it the last line of the story. He died in 1994 at a hospital in Joshua. So as it is true statement, we can write T for this sentence. Now come to point 5. Only people in Bangladesh know about Sultan. Only people of Bangladesh know about Sultan. Do you think so? Only the people of Bangladesh know about Sultan? I think the people around the world know about Sultan because he exhibited his paintings along with the famous painter Pablo Picasso and Salvador Dali. So We can also see that in the line, people around the world know about Sultan and his paintings. So it is a false sentence or false statement, and we can write A for this statement. Now come to the sixth sentence. Sultan set up a school for adults in Norail. Sultan set up a school for adults in Norail. If you look at the passage, you can see Sultan loved children. He established Nandan and Shishu Sorgo for children. There is no proof that Sultan established a school for adults. He established Nandan and Shishu Sorgo for the children. So we can say this statement is also false, and we have to write A for this statement. Now come to the activity C. Write the false sentences correctly in your exercise book. We detected the true and false in activity B, which sentences are true and which sentences are false. And in activity C, it is said to correct the sentences which are false here. So we find number 2, 3, 5 and 6 are false here, and now we have to write correct sentences for this false statement. So let me write this on the board. Activity C. The first false statement was Sultan's family were rich. Sultan's family were rich. It was a false statement, and we have to write it. Sultan's family were not rich. Sultan's family were not rich. We found the next statement also false. That means statement number 3. Sultan went to school for 5 years. Sultan went to school for 5 years, and it is also false. And the correct answer is Sultan went to school for 5 years. 5 years. We found the next false statement in statement number 5. Only people in Bangladesh know about Sultan. Only people of Bangladesh know about Sultan. It was also a false statement. And the correct answer is the people around the world know about Sultan. We also find the statement number 6, the false statement. Sultan set up a school for adults in Norail. Sultan set up a school for adults in Norail. It was also a false statement. And the correct answer is Sultan set up a school নন্দনকানন and শিশু স্বর্গ for children. Okay. Sultan set up নন্দনকানন and শিশু স্বর্গ for children. Okay. Here the correct answer of the statement which are given in the activity number B, and we are writing the correct answer for the statement. Now come to activity D. Activity D, there are some multiple choices. Read again, choose the correct answer. Read again, choose the correct answer. So let us solve the multiple choice. When was Sultan born? When was Sultan born? When was Sultan born? Sultan was born in 1923. I am cleaning the board to write the correct answer which are given in activity B. When was Sultan born? Sultan was born in 19. It is in C. In 1923. Number 2. What did Sultan do after he left school? What did Sultan do after he left school? He went to work with his father. He went to work with his father. He made a lot of money. He stopped drawing. He became a fisherman. He went to work with his father after he left the school. So the answer which is given in number A is correct. He went to work with his father. Number 3. How long did Sultan stay at college? How long did Sultan stay at college? We got here that Sultan studied at Kolkata Art College only for 3 years. The multiple choices are for 5 months, for 2 years, for 3 years, for 5 years. So for 3 years is the right answer, and it is given in number C. For 3 years. For 3 years. Number 4. Where is Sultan Mela held? Where is Sultan Mela held? Here 4 places are given here: Kolkata, Dhaka, Jashore, Norai, and we find in the passage that Sultan Mela is held in Norai. So the correct answer is given in number D, in Norai. In activity B, a pair work for you. check your answer with partner. And number 8, write the sentences in your exercise book. So we read the story. We know about SM Sultan, his life, his work, and we solve the activities which are given in the text. And this is all for today. Thank you all. Thank you all for watching the video. Study attentively in your home.